Hey there, my name is Kelly Dale and I'm owner of Off the Beaded Path, which is located in Forest City, North Carolina. I'm so glad you came back this week to learn how to make a beautiful new pair of earrings that I've come up with. Now for these earrings, you're going to need 2 8mm round glass beads, 16 4mm round glass beads, 12 3mm bicones, as well as 2 yards of 6-pound Fireline, some size 11 seed beads, 2 wire protectors, and a pair of ear hooks. Now remember, again, I'm going to show you 4 different colorways that I've come up with for this pair of earrings, and you can purchase the pattern on our Etsy page, or you can go also to Etsy and purchase kits for this project. So get your materials together and we'll get started. So this is the tutorial for this week, and this is what I call the halo earrings. This has become one of my absolute favorite new earrings to make. These are the 4 colorways that I'll have kits for this week. This is the multicolored one, which is one of my favorites. It has peridot, pink, and aqua. This is called marine. It is, like a metallic tealish green. Here is a black and gray, and then this is one of my other favorites. This is the purple iris and the matte purple, and this is the one I'll actually be showing you today. So, for the project, I'm going to be using 2 8mm purple iris round glass beads. I'll be using the 16 4mm purple matte AB glass rounds. For my 3mm bicones, I'm going to be using the Thunder Polish brand, and I'm going to be using 3mm Jet AB. And then I'm going to be using size 11 Duracoat galvanized gold seed beads. I've got my gold ear hooks. The only thing I don't have that I do recommend that you use are the wire protectors, like are here on this pair of earrings. But I'm going to show you, I'm going to use a set of jump rings to show you how I do that. So, I've got a needle threaded onto one end of a 1.5 to 2 yard piece of Fireline. The reason I do the 1.5 to 2 yards is so I can do both earrings with the one piece. So to start out, I'm going to pick up a 4mm round and a 3mm bicone. And I'm going to do this for a total of 6 times. Okay, so this is what you should have. You should have 6 of your 4mm round beads, and you should have 6 of your 3mm bicone beads. And you want them in just the repetitive pattern shown here. Now I'm going to pull these down and leave myself just a small tail. And from the tail upward, I'm going to go through all 12 of those beads again. It's very similar to the start of the ring that we did last week. Once I've gone through all 12, I'm going to pull that for my circle. And then I'll take the tail and the working thread and I'm going to tie them together into a couple of really good knots. Alright, with that being done, I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to go through the 4mm round right next to my knot. I'm going to pick up 2 seed beads, 1 8mm round, and 2 seed beads. I am exiting out of the bottom 4mm round in this direction. I'm going to come to the opposite 4mm round, the one directly across from it, and I'm going to go through that 4mm going in the same direction. So I'm going to come around and I'm going to come through it going this direction here. So that when I pull it through, my beads will sit at a diagonal over the center of my circle. I'm going to pick up 2 size 11 seed beads, and I'm going to come right back up through the 8mm round bead so that it looks as so. Now I'm going to pick up 2 more size 11 seed beads, and I'm going to come back through this 4mm round here on the bottom that I originally started with to finish out that X shape there on the top. So that it looks just like this. Now I'm going to go ahead, just to get rid of it, I'm going to go ahead and trim off my tail thread so I won't have to worry about that one anymore. Now I'm going to take the needle and I'm going to come up through the 2 seeds in the 8mm round. So through the 2 seed beads, and then through the 8mm here. Now I'm going to pick up 4 seeds. I'm going to come to either side. It doesn't matter which side you start with, but I'm going to come to one side. My thread is exiting in this direction. I'm going to come to the 3mm here in the center, so either this one or this one here, and I'm going to come through that bead going back towards the other end of the piece. So I'm going to come back down this way. And when you pull, make sure your thread does not get caught around any of your little seed beads here. We'll pull that nice and tight. Pick up 4 seeds. And I'm going to come straight through my 8mm round again. So now I have seed bead embellishments on one side. I'm going to pick up 4 seed beads. And I'm going to take the needle, I'm going to come to the other 3mm, and I'm going to come through just the 3mm. And I'm going to pull that on through. And then I'm going to pick up 4 seeds, and I'm going to come right back through that 8mm round again. So that when I pull, now I have seed bead embellishments on each side. I'm going to come down through 2 seed beads and the 4mm round. So through 2 seeds, the 4mm round here, now I'm ready to add the hanger for my earring. So I'm going to pick up 4 seeds and 1 4mm round, and I'm going to let that drop all the way down. Now if you are going to use the wire protector, you will come up through the wire protector or add your wire protector and then come back down through the 4mm and the seed bead right after. Since I don't have the wire protector with me, I'm going to be picking up my jump ring, and I'm going to be coming down through the 4mm round and the seed bead right below it. I'm going to hold on to those beads and I'm going to pull. Pull that nice and tight, and that's what you'll have there. Then you want to pick up 3 seeds, and you see that my bell is exiting this side here. So I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to come back through that same 4mm round that I exited to start with the other direction, so that way my beads will lay over the top as such. So that when I pull, now they lay exactly like that. And we are going to go through and reinforce this again by going back through first all 4 seeds through the 4mm round, through your wire protector or jump ring, back down through the round and 1 seed bead, and then through the 3 seed beads I added on that second step, and go back through the 4mm here on the base. So far, this is what we've got. Now I'm going to stitch around the beads here along the outside to come out of the 4mm opposite the one I did the hanger part for. So I'm going to go through the 3, the 4, the 3, the 4, the 3, and then the 4mm. I'm going to pick up, just like I did on the top, I'm going to do 4 seeds, 1 4mm round, and 1 seed. I'm going to let those beads drop all the way down. I'm going to skip the last size 11 seed bead and come through the 4mm and the size 11. Pull that. I'm going to pick up 3 size 11 seed beads, and I'm going to come back through the 4mm round here that I started that with to finish out my bottom. And it can get tight down there, so just don't worry about it too much. So now I've got the bottom part done also, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to reinforce that one more time. I'm just going back through those same beads I just added. And then I'm going back through the bead there at the bottom. So that now you have the finished piece. The only thing that I've ever had a trouble with as I've been working with these and stitching these is sometimes the 8mm round seems to get a little lopsided if you're not careful. So if that happens, what I do is I stick my needle inside of that 8mm round and I wiggle it and get the bead back straight if it need be. So that way, and you can look, mine is perfectly straight, but if you wiggle it, you can get it back straight and not have a problem. But now all I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of half hitch knots around the beads along the outer edge here of my piece. And then once I have a couple of knots in there, I'm going to go ahead and trim the tail. So that I have the finished earring. And then I'll take one of my ear hooks. I'll use my flat nose pliers to open up that loop. Attached ear hook and close it again so that now I have my finished earring. And I will go ahead and do a second one so that way it will finish out my set of earrings. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you learned how to make the halo earrings. As I said earlier, the written pattern is available on our Etsy site now, as long as the 4 colorways that I showed you in the video. Also, I've made a bracelet for this, and the pattern, hopefully by the time you see this, will be listed on Etsy. Plus, I'm working on a necklace pattern for this halo component also. So be sure and check all those out, and you can find those at the address below me here at our Etsy page. You've got about a week more to get your photos into us for the photo contest. Remember, I need a picture of you wearing a piece of jewelry that you have made from the videos. If you just send me a piece of jewelry, that one will be thrown out. It needs to be a picture of you or someone you know, either wearing the jewelry you've made or a picture of you beading. You know, just a fun picture, just a really fun picture. But we'll be picking a winner for that in the next week or so. So get those to us, either post them on our Facebook page or send them to me at the email address below. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you back again next week for another fun video. Bye-bye.